Doktor, Sentro, Serbisyo sa hapon. Gusto mo bang malaman ang sitwasyon ng iyong mahal sa buhay sa ibang bansa o itulog ang kanilang problema sa POEA, DFA at OWA? Sentro, Serbisyo sa hapon. Ang programang Rolled into One. Mayroon ding inspirational quotes na siyang magsisilbing gabay sa buhay. Sentro, Serbisyo sa hapon. Ang kasama mo, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, tuwing alas 2:30 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon. Ang inyong kaagapay, Princess Javier Castro.
Alright mga kasama, ibibigay muna natin yung nangyayaring investigasyon dyan sa Senado hinggil sa purchase nitong makontrobersyal na pagbili ng Dengvaxia. Ha? So ibalik natin sa Senate.
DZXL Special Coverage.
One is multi-dose and one is single dose, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it correct that this multi-dose was precisely meant for government and not for the private sector? Is that correct?
We will sell the presentation to anybody that's asking for this specific presentation. So both presentations are registered, so licensed in the Philippines. The Philippines FDA had granted a registration for the multi-dose and a registration for the monodose. Depending on whatever customers do order, we will deliver the presentation of their choice, Your Honor.
So you're saying that the multi-dose vaccine could also be purchased by the private sector?
If requested, yes.
And is it done? Has private sector purchased multi-doses in other, if you will, can you recall private sector purchasing multi-dose vaccines?
Not in the Philippines for dengue, but it has happened in other countries, yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Once you purchase po multi-dose, kung ba nakalagay po doon 5 doses doon sa vial, hindi po lahat yon magko-correspond. Kasi meron kang, di ba, pag naglalagay po ko sa ringgilya, meron sobrang natatanggal. Actually, about 3 or 4 doses lang yung 5 dose. So what the EPA should do, sa amin po sa computation sa tama, you have the actual targets times wastage times reserve. I doubt kung alam ni Dr. Julius yun eh. That's making sure yung target mo, mabibigyan mo lahat. Kasi pag nag-compute lang kayo ng actual doses times target, sigurado because of actual wastage, magkukulang kayo.
If you take a look at the slide, we did this last night in a rush. You can see that in 2009, nagsimula magtayo ang Sanofi ng pabrikang nakakahalagang 300 million na euro. 2014 natapos yan. May kakayahang gumawa ng 100 milyon na doses ng Dengvaxia. Ayon sa Sanofi, to ensure rapid delivery to markets after authorizations are received, production is already underway at Noville with doses stockpiled for distribution. It is hoped that 22 million of these doses can be marketed before the end of 2015. At tingnan nyo sumunod, nakalagay dito kay Dr. Julius Lecciones, sinabi niya noong isang araw, expiration date of the 200,000 received is September 2017, then May 2018, then August 2018, which means that they're selling us product that was made 3 years ago, and that they're now bringing it here. Kaya sinasabi ni Secretary Green, may discount. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Can I explain, Mr.
Yung ba ang source ng discount? Yes. Did you raise your hand?
I'm sorry, I could not be familiar because I don't understand Tagalog. Could you repeat in English? I apologize.
Noville was built in 2014. It was finished in 2014.
That is correct.
That's your factory. And you say it is out of the usual factory, out of the usual production scenario. And you even told Secretary Garin when she went there that you cannot just do this because this is the main thing here in France. And it was supposed to make 100 million doses of dengue vaccine. And to ensure rapid delivery to market after authorizations are received, production is already underway at Noville, Seon, with doses stockpiled for distribution. It is hoped that 22 million of these doses can be marketed before the end of 2022. This is from your website, if I'm not mistaken. If you look at the next slide, if it is produced in 2014, expiration date of the 200,000 received dengue vaccines, according to Dr. Lecciones, is September 2017. It's too close. Too close. Why would the government buy something that will expire soon? Secretary Duque, would you buy something like that? Please ask on the microphone.
Well, I wouldn't, Your Honor.
But they did, right?
Unless they have...
Because it was all done in a hurry. That is the whole point here. The bidding was done in a hurry. They're fixing it as they're rolling off. They're catching up with the rules of the bureaucracy. That is the whole point. They rushed everything. And that is why, in the end, you'll get caught. Yes. Ano yun?
Sabi niya po, school children po. Ang venue, school. Walang pasok po nun eh. Why will you want a vaccination in a public school? Hindi gawin mo sa may pasok sila. Yun lang po ginagawa namin sa DOH yung dati po ako.
That's correct. What he's saying is that vaccination is normally done in the schools, even during my time. You are so in a hurry here that you are vaccinating during vacation time.
We were
not you, but the government was. And you heard the Secretary of Health current now, Secretary Abial, Press Secretary of Health, would you have bought this knowing that the expiration date would be so close? And what could be the very reason why they bought it, even if the expiration date is so close?
Can I say something, Mr.
You can
Chair?
always say a lot, but I will not believe you. You're losing your credibility.
Can I just say, the department's admin order itself say that it should be 18 to 24 months shelf life. Now, what we have accepted on the first delivery, it's 18 and there's a batch that is 19 months shelf life, and it is within what is being required of us in many of these vaccines. The second batch was 20 months, and then the third batch was 18 months shelf life from the time of delivery, because it is what is stipulated in the contract and is consistent with the DOH EO that it should be 18 to 24 months shelf life. That's all your...
If you were so devoted to the rules as it seems to be, then doing your job as director of a hospital that caters to children, and instead of concentrating on something that is not your expertise, distributing drugs throughout the entire country to please your superiors, I would believe you.
Mr. Chairman, maybe clarify, because what are the facts? Is 18 months expiry an old product? Is that a product that is ready to expire, or is that a product that is acceptable to the DOH? Secretary Duque said, no, he will not accept something that is ready to expire, and that's fine. So is 18 months as written, or 20 months as written, is that a product that is ready to expire? Can you...
No, it's not.
Wait, who's answering? No, can we have the secretary first? Because he said he will not purchase a vaccine that is ready to expire. Is 18 months a vaccine that is ready to expire?
No, it's not ready to expire. But if I had the choice of a longer shelf life, I certainly would have wanted that option.
Okay, at least we're clarified with that.
Yeah, that has been very clear from the very beginning.
Well, I'm confused because there were accusations, or there were suggestions that these vaccines are ready to expire. But and that's why how do we define ready to expire?
Well, let's put it together. This whole process has become such a cause célèbre principally because there seems to be haste. Those were my first words, undue haste in the procurement of this vaccine. This was pushed upon us. Now let me get the gloves off, if I may. Dengue is not our priority. Even a high school student looking at the statistics will see that dengue is not the priority, especially hindi ho priority yan because hindi pa naman sigurado tayo doon sa science ng dengue. Ang priority natin, marami namamatay sa TB, marami namamatay sa pneumonia. Bakit natin bibili yan? Ayan, no? Halino-lino. Di ba dapat yan ang gagawin ng Department of Health? Yan ang dapat i-advise mo, Secretary Karin, sa Presidente? Na
Your
dapat
Honor,
dapat bilhin yan. Pagkatapos ng pinilit yung bilhin yan, dahil nagpunta kayo doon sa Paris, at nagpunta ka doon sa Paris, nagkukukomit ka na doon na you're going to shorten the FDA process, and that, is it not true also that you were Department of Health and at the same time FDA? For 7 months, you were that?
Your Honor, can I...
Answer my question.
Your Honor, when I was concurrent FDA and DOH, I had nothing to do with the approval of the vaccine. It was done by the Centers for Regulatory...
My question is, you were DOH and at the same time...
Your Honor, if I may be
FDA.
allowed to clarify, when I became concurrent FDA director, it was because we were receiving a lot of complaints na pati po yung school supplies, ballpen, lapis, papel, hinihingian ng FDA permit, nakatambak po sa port. I had to align many things because the concurrent director general at the time was also our chief legal, our chief head of facilities licensing. Bumagal po ang proseso.
When I became chairman of Subic Bay, the law said I could be mayor and chairman for 1 year. I had the law. I remember Secretary De Leon said, I cannot do that. I was even questioned at the Supreme Court. I had to relinquish one. I relinquished the mayorship in a very bad sense. You had it for 7 months and you had no authority except you were losing pencils. Is that what you're trying to say here?
Your Honor, I was not
No.
losing
Listen.
pencils. I was aligning many
To my
things in the
mind-
FDA
to my
because
mind,
FDA has to deliver.
There's a highway of speed, unnecessary speed, because there was a desire to buy Dengvaxia at all costs. Even if a lot of the formularies said, the other day you heard them all say, it is not timely. It is not, it is premature. In other words, hinug sa pilit. In other words, hindi paluto, niluto ninyo yung proseso para umabot dito sa ganitong pagkakataon.
Your Honor, inuulit ko po, wala pa akong kinalaman sa paglisensya ng Dengvaxia. At doon po sa katanungan, tama po kayo, marami po tayong problema sa cardiovascular diseases, stroke, neoplasms, yung mga cancer, pneumonia, diabetes. Kasabay po nung pag-launch ng programa ito, nagkaroon po ng 4 na gamot na pinamigay na libre sa 4 million patients, yung DOH. Ito yung 3 gamot sa hypertension at 1 gamot sa diabetes. In the case of tuberculosis, Your Honor, nagkaroon po ng mas malaking budget at yung pong ating
That is not under investigation here right now.
But
That
what
is
I'm
because
saying,
you
Your
had
Honor,
sin
is that...
That's because you had sin taxes that allowed the government to buy more medicine, and now you had more money, and now you can buy Dengvaxia, a luxury that we cannot afford, a dangerous luxury, if I may presume.
Your Honor, ang sinasabi ko lang
And let
po,
us
yung
wait for the
sinasabi...
next 5 years, the next 20 years, when the people outside there in the provinces start dying on us or start going into catastrophic hospitalization.
Napondohan po,
Dengue
Your Honor,
is
yung mga
not
problema
a
na
cure.
yan.
Can somebody answer that for me? Is dengue a cure? Dengvaxia is Dengvaxia a cure?
No, it's not a cure. It's not a drug. It's something to prevent a future illness, and the protection in this case is questionable in terms of efficacy. So that's it.
Tagalogin mo nga para maintindihan tayo ng nakikinig.
Di ho ito isang klase ng gamot. Ito po ay bakuna na ang pakay po nito ay maibsan o maiwasan ang sakit na posibleng dumapo. Ano ho? Pero ganun pa man, itong klaseng bakuna na ito, ang epekto ay hindi naman ganun siya kalakas, no? Hindi ganun.
Hindi tayo nakakasiguro na makakapigil.
Oo.
In fact, Mr. Secretary, tanongin ko nga kayo, ang latest na nabasa namin sa Takeda, by 2022, they will have the vaccine and they will have, for the four types of dengue, and they will only have 2 doses. Kung naghintay tayo, baka sakaling may choices tayo. Life is about choices. You choose TB over dengue.
Your Honor, I respectfully refute Secretary Duque. Pasensya na po, Secretary, but I have to speak up. Nung pong dinisisyonan itong dengue vaccine ng buong departamento, kasama po yung internal and external experts, it is not true that the efficacy and the safety was being questioned. Kaya nga po inaprobaran ng FDA. Ang tiningnan po namin, hindi lang po yung protection na sinabi na 65.5%, but what was very important for us was the 80.8% reduction in hospitalization and the 93.2% reduction in severity. Tinanong ko po sa WHO sa Geneva, hindi ko po sinasabi na hindi sila mga eksperto at nagkaroon po kami ng mga meeting sa kanilang technical experts. Again, it's just a technical guidance for us but they do not decide for us. Ang tinanong ko po, meron pong bakunang dalawa, yung pong sa Butantan at sa Takeda. And Your Honor, they told us that it is still being developed. At tinanong ko po, totoo po bang may 2-dose na dengue vaccine? Wala po silang sinasagot. Tinanong ko rin po, parating rin daw po ng 2019. And they told us, where Takeda is now was where Sanofi 5 years ago. Your Honor, last statement po, pasensya na lang po. Kung may mga taong namamatay, kung may nanay na hindi alam ang gagawin kasi wala pong gamot, mag-aatubili pa po kaming gamitin ang isang gamot, ang isang bakuna na pwedeng ibigay sa mga mayayaman at hindi pwedeng makamtan ng mahihirap. I respect Secretary Duque, but I stand by the decision of the Department of Health. FEC, yes, they're experts in their own fields. But during that time, and even until now, in aid of legislation po, Your Honor, tingnan po natin ang palagi pong paulit-ulit na conflict between FEC and the Department of Health dahil dun po sa batas na kasaad na dapat ang FEC pinapatawag ang departamento, ang mga internal and external experts, at in this case, we consulted with the medical societies, namely PISMID and PIDSP. With that, Your Honor, uulitin ko pong sabihin, I respect Secretary Duque, but we stand by the decision and the call of that time dahil maski po isang buhay at bawat batang namamatay sa dengue, hindi po namin natatanggap yon.
Mr. Chair, just quick clarificatory, Mr. Chair. Secretary Garin, last time narinig ko rin yung statement na niyan. Nung nag-consult ho kayo dito sa internal Department of Health team nyo, is this a formal consultation?
Yes, Your Honor. Yung pong pumasok ako, meron ng mga pag-uusap. I actually asked the Halstead theory. At in-open up ko rin po ito sa Geneva. I was with talks with Dr. Joaquin Hombach.
Madam Secretary, itong consultation nyo inside, is this duly recorded and may mga transcripts or minutes?
Your Honor,
because this is actually a very crucial statement.
Your Honor, let me confer with the DOH because I will not recommend if there was no request from the program directors.
After requesting, gumawa kayo ng consultation. Itong consultation ba duly recorded? May minutes ba ho to? Identified ba ho kung sino-sino yung mga nagbigay ho sa inyo ng payo? Because from what I understand right now, binigyan kayo ng payo nitong mga DOH experts. But are these just informal or formal?
Former Secretary, former Health.
Alright, mga kasama.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Ang kinakausap ngayon, mga kasama ng members of the Senate tungkol po dito sa Dengvaxia, itong si dating Secretary po ng Department of Health na si Secretary Janet Garin. Parang binanggit kanina ni Secretary Duque, current Secretary po ng DOH, hindi siya naniniwala dun sa efficacy o yung daw pong ang tawag dito, tibay o lakas nung ibinibigay ng Dengvaxia. Samantala, ito po'y itinanggi, no? Itinanggi po ito ni Secretary Janet Garin. Alright, mga kasama, babalikan natin ang Senado. Sandali po lamang, ilan po muna ang paalala. Oras mga kasama, 2 minutes bago mag alas 3 ng hapon, ang oras na hatid sa inyo ng PAGCOR.
Panatilihing masaya ang paglilibang. Ang paglalaro sa kasino ay para sa may edad 21 pataas lamang. Magtakda ng oras at limitahan ang gastos sa paglalaro. Huwag magsugal kung nalulungkot. Huwag hayaang makasira ng buhay at pamilya. Para sa impormasyon ukol sa responsible gaming, tumawag lamang sa hotline 521-0957 o bisitahin ang www.pagcor.ph/regulatory.php. Isang mensahe mula sa PAGCOR. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Ang bahagi ito, hatid sa inyo ng PAGCOR. Matagumpay na nakapasa po ang PAGCOR sa International Organization for Standardization o ISO 900-2015 kamakailan. Ito ay halos 10 buwan lamang makarang makamit po ng ahensya ang ISO 9001-2008 certification ito. Dahil dito, kabilang na ngayon ng PAGCOR sa unang 10% ng 268 ahensya ng pamahalaang nakatanggap ng ISO 9001 certification. Isa rin ito sa 4 na tanggapan ng gobyerno kasama ang DPWH at ang Authority of the Freeport of Bataan at Provincial Government ng La Union na ISO 9001-2015 certified. Labis po na ikinagagalak ni PAGCOR Chairperson at CEO Andrea Domingo ang nasabing kaganapan sapagkat hindi umano madaling tumalon sa ISO 9001-2015 mula sa ISO 9001-2008 sa loob lamang ng ilang buwan. Ang bahagi ito, hatid sa inyo ng PAGCOR.
Oras mga kasama, 1 minuto bago sumapit ang alas 3 ng hapon. Oras atid sa inyo ng PAGCOR.
Mabuting paalala mula sa SSS. Layunin ng SSS na mga benepisyo ay agad na ibibigay sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Bilang miyembro, siguruhing kontribusyon ay laging sapat at on time. Mga loan ay mga pribilehiyong napakinabangan. Maayos na pagbayad nito ay pagsigurong sa muling pangangailangan, ito ay agarang maaasahan. Mabuting paalala po muli, siguruhing nasa ayos ang ating SSS membership upang benepisyo at pribilehyo ay hindi naaabala.
The world's greatest magic show comes to Manila, Impossible, featuring 6 of the world's most mind-blowing magical acts. Live on December 25 to January 3 at the Araneta Coliseum. Tickets at affordable prices, starting at 150 pesos. Book now at ticketnet.com.ph or call 911-5555. Don't miss Impossible, the must-see live spectacular for the whole family this holiday season. Presented by Wilbros Live.
Magandang hapon, girls! Si Jody ulit. Habang may araw pa, magsampay muna ng labada. Huwag ma-stress, mga bes! Mag-Kala detergent. May light and fresh fragrance that lasts all day para ang fresh mo, girl! Kala detergent, floral fresh.
Dahil may light and fresh na bango, feeling presko ka with Kala detergent, floral fresh.
Happy ka na ba sa pagpapaputi mo?
Don't you wish the regular Kojic soap you use gave you more?
When there's a wish, your heart believes.
Ang wish mo, nandito na. Introducing new White Rose Kojic Whitening Soap. Dermatologist-tested Kojic Whitening na may shea butter for moisturizing and tea tree oil to help prevent pimples. Para sa Kojic na puti at Kojic na kinis. New White Rose. Your Kojic wish come true. Suggested retail price 25 pesos for 60 grams. White Rose Kojic Whitening Soap. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
Ang galing ng #1 Smart Dishwashing Paste, nasa Smart Dishwashing Liquid din. Tanggaling-galing sa presyong magaling din. May tanong kami sa mga misis.
Mas importante ba ang paramihan ng hinugasang plato o ang tunay na kalinisan nito?
Hoy, misis!
Kahit milya-milyang plato ang kaya ng dishwashing liquid mo, sa kaunting patak na hinalo sa tubig, sigurado ka bang tanggal ang sebo at bakterya?
Hoy, misis!
Dapat magpaka-smart tayo. Sa Smart Dishwashing, tanggal ang sebo, tanggal ang bakterya.
Tanggaling-galing!
Kaya misis, magpakatotoo. Mag-Smart Dishwashing tayo.
Smart Dishwashing. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
DZXL News Break.
Narito na ang mga balita sa oras na ito. Kongresista na humiling sa publiko na huwag maging paranoid hinggil sa martial law extension sa Mindanao. Ang detalye mula kay Radyoman Conde Batak.
DZXL Report.
Nakiusap nga si PBA Party List Representative Nograles sa publiko na huwag mapraning o maparanoid sa martial law extension sa Mindanao. Sinabi ni Nograles na walang dahilan para matakot ang mga tao sa pagpapalawig ng military rule na may layuning tugisin at wakasan ang terorismo sa rehiyon. Iginit pa nito na napatunayan naman ang pag-iral ng good faith ng pamahalaan at mga sundalo sa 5 buwan na unang pinalawig ang batas militar. Patunayan niya dyan na walang ulat na pagmamalabi sa hanay ng militar at pulis na sumentro lamang ang kanilang kapangyarihan sa pakikipaglaban sa Maute Terror Group. Wala ding na-report na pang-aabuso o kahit na ikulong na media dahil sa pagre-report ng sitwasyon sa Marawi. Dagdag pa ni Nograles na bilang isang Mindanawan, batid niya ang peace and order situation sa rehiyon na nangangailangan ng extraordinary measures. Kasama mo sa kamera, Radyo Man Conde Batak ng DZXL 558 Tatak RMN.
At yan ang mga balita sa oras na ito. Ito ang inyong Radyoman Princess Javier Castro, Tatak RMN. 4 na minuto makalipas ang 3 ng hapon. Constipated ka ba? Feeling bloated? Di makapagdumi ng tama? Pag ganyan po ang iyong nararamdaman, kumain ng maraming gulay, maraming prutas, uminom ng maraming tubig at sabayan niya ng pag-inom ng Fiber Health. Ang Fiber Health po kasi ay may insoluble at soluble fiber na nakakatulong sa paglinis ng inyong mga bituka. Meron din itong probiotic at prebiotic na nakakatulong sa pananatiling healthy ng inyong mga tummy. Kaya kung constipated din lamang, huwag po ipagpasawalang bahala yan. I-Fiber Health agad yan. Ang Fiber Health ay available sa lahat ng mga leading drug stores tulad ng Mercury Drug, South Star Drug, Watson's Drug at marami pang iba sa buong bansa. At ang ating mga kababayan naman na hindi makakalabas sa kanilang mga tahanan ng Fiber Health ay nagde-deliver anywhere in the Philippines. May diskwento pa sa bawat Fiber Health na bibilhin. Ito po ang mga numero 0919-676-7676 0919-676-7676 at 808-1144 808-1144. Panatilihing healthy ang inyong mga tummy o galing uminom ng Fiber Health. Tandaan, ang Fiber Health ay di gamot at di dapat gamitin pang gamot sa kahit na anumang uri ng sakit. Ang Fiber Health, oras mga kasama, 5 minutes after 3.
That time check was brought to you by Pride Bar. Hindi lang puti, kisla puti.
Mabilis, garantisado, maaasahan.
Kaya't mag-I-Remit, I-Remit. May ngiti sa bawat padala. I-Remit, I-Remit. I-Remit.
I-Remit, may ngiti sa bawat padala. Mabilis, garantisado, maaasahan.
Kaya't mag-I-Remit, I-Remit. May ngiti sa bawat padala. I-Remit, I-Remit.
I-Remit, may ngiti sa bawat padala.
Ma, field trip na namin bukas.
Dapat matulog ka na maaga ngayong gabi, anak. Pero ang daming lamok. Magsisindi ako ng Baygon Kidlat Katol para makatulog ka ng mahimbing.
Yay! Ayan, wala nang lamok. Good night po. Good morning, Ma.
Sarap ng tulog mo kagabi?
Yes, Ma. You're the best. Thanks!
Salamat sa Baygon Kidlat Katol sa pagpatay sa mga lamok.
Baygon Kidlat Katol. Mabisang pumatay ng lamok na nagdudulot ng dengue at Zika virus. As low as 250 SRP per night. Baygon. It's good to be tough. Essie Johnson.
We are Land Bank, and we bank on Filipino ingenuity and perseverance that have no bounds. We're about sharing hopes and ambitions and nurturing them to life. We revere partnerships and the spirit of cooperation as keys to success. We believe in the Filipinos' aspirations of triumph. We believe in you, whatever your dream, whatever your goal. We are here to help you grow. This is our mission, and this is our promise to you. Let Landbank help you grow. Log on to www.landbank.com to know more.
Landbank is a proud member of PDIC and BancNet, regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Alright mga kasama, balikan natin ang nangyayaring investigasyon tungkol po dyan sa DZXL sa Senado.
Part of this. And then you have Dr. Lecciones, who doesn't tell us that he was part of Adventist which merged. And of course, I am part of Accra Law and the lawyers of Accra are here. So Secretary, Senator, that's fine with me. But you have to be transparent so that we will know what's going to happen here. What do we really want? Tinatanong ko, what is important to us? Save the lives of our children. Ito ba talaga ang dapat na maging priority? Yung muna ang sagutin natin. Ngayon, imbis na mawala yung programa, mawala yung problema, namumroblema pa tayo sa mga magkakasakit in the next 20 years. Now, Dr. Duque, Secretary Duque, ang Duque ng Department of Health. Ano ba ang priority ninyo sa Secretary sa Department ngayon? Anong sakit ang dapat natin labanan?
Of course, HIV, AIDS.
Tumataas ang HIV.
Oh yes, it's escalating.
Na-alarm kayo because that's a very, very popular disease.
Yes, of course.
But hindi ganyan karami mas marami man namamatay dyan kaysa sa pneumonia or diabetes?
Hindi naman ho. Mababa.
So hindi ba dapat kung titignan natin yan, mako-concern tayo doon, but at the same time, titignan nyo ngayon kung ano talaga ang pumapatay sa mga kababayan natin Pilipino.
Evidence-based po. Evidence-based po tayo kung ano talaga yung mga nakamamatay. Ano po. Pero may mga gamot naman yan. Hindi naman lahat kasi pare-pareho ang interventions.
Yes.
Like, kanina lang for the record, Mr. Chairman, tinanong nyo ako, Secretary Duque, ito bang drug na ito ay a cure? Sabi niyo sa akin. Sumagot ako, hindi. Because number one, that is not a drug. Ang DZXL is a vaccine. Kaya nililinaw ko po yun kasi nagre-react si Secretary Garin na sinasabi niya na mali ako, pero ang akin lang naman sinasabi na yung vaccine is meant to prevent in the future, but of course, as we have seen the data, depending on the strain, variable yung protection na binibigay ng vaccine.
In other words, binentahan ba ang Pangulo natin ng isang Secretary of Health na sinasabi niya, ito, cure? Because ang sabi ni Presidente kanina, marami namamatay, dapat kunin natin to. Yun ang binenta, makakagamot dito sa mga namamatay. Eh kung di mo sasabihan ng Pangulo ng tama, teka muna, magkakaroon tayo ng pagkakamaling malaki. Yes, Mr. President.
I don't think I said we will. I actually pointed out that we have in the table will show that there has been a decline in deaths due to the other interventions. This is not the cure, no? This is a prevention of getting the disease. There's a difference.
That's why I asked that question, Mr. President.
And then the other thing is, when you mention about all the other, the major causes of deaths, of course, there are those that can be handled with vaccines. There are those that need other treatments, as Secretary Duque said. It seems to give the impression that all of these others were neglected. And that is, they were neglected, handling the other causes of death.
No, all I'm saying, Mr. President, is that there must be prioritization.
Agreed.
That's why I went back to the Secretary. Ano ba talaga ang priority natin in terms of public health? Because the Public Health Department is the sentinel, is supposed to protect the public from all these diseases, including road accidents, including, because they kill people, including all this. So, if that is our priority, then we put our money where that priority should be.
Correct.
I think that's logical.
True. And if you can look at the chart on your left and on our right, a difference of the doubling that I was talking about is also still extant in this case. So the variability of this problem, even on a year-to-year basis, seems to be quite high.
But let me add.
There has to be something that has to be done with it.
And Mr. President, let me add to what you also said. You said that in Region 8, ang dami-daming biglang nagkuhan. You cannot localize dengue because dengue shifts. It cannot be localized. So that is why we really have to find a solution, and we have to ask our scientists kung ano talaga. If we don't ask the formulary, if we don't listen to their conditions, if we don't pay attention to the conditionalities of World Health Organization, then we'll be in trouble. We won't be having this discussion if if Secretary Garin and our cohorts there said, ito susundin natin ito. Hindi natin sinunod eh. Tapos ngayon, nagsisisihan tayo. We don't want to be in this situation. I don't want to be investigating this. But look at this, Mr. President. Folder. I have letters here from many, many parents now worried. We gave copies to all the senators. I just got this morning. They're all worried. Now, what is going to happen? It is a very, very sad situation that we were dragged to this because obviously the scientists in the DOH did not do their homework. And they listened to propaganda by DOH, by Sanofi. Now, to be fair, Sanofi, Pfizer, I'm sure I can dig out any number of cases of bribery, of false claims from other drug companies. It's just like cars, Mr. President, and I know you're fond of cars. When you have a car like Mitsubishi, like, magagali sa akin yan, biglang tumatalo, nag-accelerate, or yung dati isang kotse from Germany, bumapreno ka, hindi pa bumapreno, o tumatalsik pa, nagre-recall. Unfortunately here, we cannot recall because may tama na yung mga taong nabigyan ng dengue na hindi naman dapat bigyan ng dengue at ngayon nagwo-worry sila. We are not looking here for recommendation. All we want to do is avoid this again and again. That's why I can tell you already, ang ating legislation kagad, hiwalay natin ang FDA sa DOH at saka ang formulary, dapat talaga respetuhin natin. If we do not listen to our scientists, anong klase tayong bayan? That's all, Mr. President. I hope, yes.
Your Honors, maraming salamat sa pasensya niyo po na binibigay sa akin. Maaring nagtouch. Ba't ang dami sinasabi nito ni Doctors? 4 hanggang 4 to 5 months ko po pinag-aralan to yung habang consultant ako.
Listen, I don't mind telling you. Listen, okay. I don't mind telling you that somebody from the Ateneo called me about you. You graduated the Ateneo. They told me you're very highly regarded. So I'm giving you as much leeway. But get to the point. Don't be like an Atenean like me.
Susug po to sa sinasabi ni Senator Gatchalian. Yung mga kinonsulta ba ni Secretary Garin, ilabas, diba? Alam niyo po tayo, pag sa formal organization, yung muna kukonsultahin natin. Hindi po ba? Meron po siyang Undersecretary for Technical Services. Mamaya na po. Ito po, inappoint ni President Aquino. Nagsalita po si President Aquino noon. Tuwan-tuwa po ako kasi sinabi niya, si Secretary Garin, mag-a-appoint ako ng isang undersecretary niya na tutulong sa kanya. Natatandaan niyo po yun. Dalubhasa sa public health. Dalubhasa po ang na-appoint. Nagtatanong siya, nasaan yung Office of Technical Services, yung pinakapuna bago dumating kay Secretary Garin, siya ang uling mag-aanalisa. Napaka-eksperto po siya. Professor po siya sa College of Public Health. Ano po siya? Expert sa dengue. Okay? Ang pangalan niya po si Dr. Belisario. Ayan po, ako pa nag-imbite. Bakit hindi kinonsulta? Wala siya rito, yung tinatanong niyo po. Siya po yung on top of the programs. Siya po yung eksperto. Tropical medicine expert po si Dr. Belisario. At napaka-prinsipyong buong tao yan. Bakit hindi siya tinanong? Ba't wala siya sa meeting? Yung binasa ni Secretary Garin, ba't nawawala yung kanang kamay mo sa Office of Technical Services? Hindi mo po ito makokorap eh. Principled person po ito at knowledgeable. Tropical medicine.
Anong point mo?
Ang point ko, namimili si Secretary Garin ng mga taong kukonsultahin. Kung ano yung kasi nasa kanang kamay mo, Dr. June Belisario, punta ka nga dito. Ano tingin mo dito sa ila-launch kong dengue? Magsasalita po ng tama yun. Sigurado ko sasabihin sa kanya, ito yung mga dapat ni gawin. Kaibigan po yan nila Dr. Dance. Napaka-principled person po nito. Call him. Because he will tell tell everything. Ano posisyon niya, ano mga dangers, dapat ho yan nahinto eh. Kung tinanong ni Secretary kay Dr. Belisario kung ano inputs niya. He's from the College of Public Health, he's from UP Manila. He's the expert in dengue. Yun lang po.
Rila, you have questions?
Yes, I have been observing for the last several hours.
I noticed.
Yes. Just a few questions on Secretary Ubial. I get the impression that at a certain point you were opposed to this continued program involving this dengue vaccination, but you were pressured in Congress and you relented after you consulted a second panel of experts. Is that a correct recollection?
Yes, Your Honor.
And who were the second panel of experts?
Your Honor, I gave the list to the staff of Senator Bam Aquino. I'm sorry, I don't remember all of them.
Okay.
But I can give the list also and the resolution to
Maybe you just give it to the Secretary, Secretary.
Yes,
Ubial. And after you consulted the second panel, you continued the program and purchased and increased the coverage geographically to Region 7? Is that a correct statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
Because there was approximately 2.4 billion worth of vaccines that is already in the warehouse and about to be delivered that we cannot use if we do not continue the program. And that was the dilemma on my shoulders.
Are you saying that you approved this and expanded it simply because there were vaccines in stock and not because it is a program worth implementing?
Your Honor, at that point in time, it was licensed by the Food and Drug Administration. It was approved to be implemented by the World. It was the position paper of the World Health Organization came out July 2016, so that was out. And then an expert panel was convened and they recommended that it be expanded to the region with the similar situation as 3, 4A, and NCR, and with the conditions that were in the position paper of WHO, Your Honor.
So you were convinced independently that regardless of whether or not there was enough stock, this program is worth continuing because of these circumstances that you mentioned?
Actually, Your Honor, what they call as an increased risk for patients with no exposure to dengue, at that point in time, Your Honor, is considered a theoretical risk. So it would be very difficult on my part when later on, after all these studies have been done, and they tell you the theoretical risk is not anymore a risk. We found out that it is no longer happening. So how can I face the people where I wasted 2.5 billion vaccines and there's no risk at all? I cannot tell the future. I cannot tell that Sanofi will come out on November 29, 2017 and tell us that the risk is real. It's not a theory anymore.
So it was a judgment call that you made?
Yes, Your Honor.
And your judgment was based on your appreciation of all the circumstances at that time?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the same can be said when the President when President Aquino accepted these recommendations. He did so in good faith because he was relying on expert advice of his subordinates.
But Your Honor, at the time, there was no pressure. The vaccines were not yet procured.
Yes, but what I'm just saying is, the President, not being a physician, and has precisely his advisors in various fields and in health, physicians. He had the right to rely, as you did, best judgment that you can make on the basis of what you have. It was best that he relied on expert opinion.
Your Honor, at that time, there were already recommendations to the President, and I have copies of the email of the the pharmaceutical division and the health policy that the DOH is coordinating with the World Health Organization. This is from the email that was sent to the Health Policy Bureau before the meeting of the President in Paris in December. It's dated November 25, 2015. The World Health Organization, the DOH is coordinating with the World Health Organization to get hold of interim recommendations of the Strategic Advisory Group of Experts on Immunization, which is looking judiciously at the clinical data available on the dengue vaccine. The WHO recommendations are expected to come out on the first quarter of 2016. And it is recommended that DOH seriously considers these recommendations before making a commitment to finance the dengue vaccine, whose effects and safety profile are not yet fully known, as the vaccine has not had wide-scale implementation on a large population in any country of the world. And so, Your Honor, my situation and Secretary Garin's situation is different, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, can we ask for the response or comment of Secretary Garin? The response of Secretary Garin to the statement of Secretary.
Go ahead. Your Honor, I'm actually, maybe Secretary Ubial can cite her source, because I didn't receive any such document from the program directors.
Maybe I should clarify that, because that opinion came from our
DZXL Special Coverage.
Mga kasama, ha? So, ano ito? Tatlong cabinet secretary pala ng mga DOH ang nandyan sa Senado ngayon. Ilan muna mga paalala, samantala oras 26 minutes, makalipas ang 3 p.m.
Ma! May bago kong binili para sa inyo ni Dad. Ano yan? Tikman nyo dali. Di ko akalain na may sasarap pa pala siya. Ito oh, New Tang Orange. May bagong fresh, juicy, orange taste.
New Tang Orange? Di ba masarap na yun? Mas sumarap pa? Kailangan ko rin matikman yan. Daddy, halika na dito.
New Tang Orange. May bagong fresh, juicy orange taste. Your best Tang Orange made even better. Also try New Tang Pomelo and Tang Guyabano. Bili na! Tang, your best Tang made even better.
Magandang hapon, girls! Si Jody ulit. Habang may araw pa, magsampay muna ng labada. Huwag ma-stress, mga bes! Mag-Kala Detergent. May light and fresh fragrance that lasts all day para ang fresh mo, girl! Kala Detergent Floral Fresh.
Dahil may light and fresh na bango, feeling presko ka with Kala Detergent Floral Fresh.
Pride Bar, hindi lang puti, kisla puti.
Pag nilaban sa Pride Bar Blue, ang puting damit ay magiging
mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito.
Sa Pride Bar Blue, pwedeng hindi na ako magtina, anyel o bleach dahil ang Pride Bar Blue ay may power whitener na nanunuot sa bawat hibla. Kaya ang damit ay kisla puti at panayan pa sa kamay.
Mas puti ito, mas puti ito, mas puti ito.
Pride Bar Blue with Power Whitener. Di lang puti, kisla puti. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Ang detergent mo ba tumatagal ang bango even after 24 hours? Kung hindi, magpalit ka na.
Ang bango-bango, ang bango-bango, ang bango ng detergent ko.
Sa pabanguhan ng detergent with Fabcon, ano nga bang mas gusto? Ayon sa research sa Metro Manila, halos 80% ng mga misis mas gusto ang bango ng Pride with Fabcon kaysa leading brand even after 24 hours. Dahil ang Pride may tuloy bango microbeads para sa bangong tuloy-tuloy buong araw.
Tuloy-tuloy bango.
Kaya misis, tuloy na sa Pride with Fabric Conditioner.
Tuloy-tuloy bango ng Pride with Fabcon ko.
Ituloy ang bango with Pride. Pride with fabric condition. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
NCR, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Ito na ang pinaka-inaabangan ng lahat. Ang pamaskong handog ng inyong paboritong noontime program tuwing Sabado. Regalong sustansya, aginaldong kay saya. 2017, pamaskong handog ng Radyo mo sa Nutrisyon Year 8. Bilang pasasalamat sa walang sawa ninyong pagsuporta sa programang Radyo mo sa Nutrisyon, apat na ang maaaring manalo ng Samsung Galaxy J1 cellphone na may 200 pesos na load. Isa sa National Capital Region, isa sa Luzon, isa sa Visayas, at isang winner din sa Mindanao. Naritong paraan ng pagsali. I-text lamang sa amin ang inyong sagot sa tanong na, anong Nutri-Habit na tinalakay sa Radyo mo sa Nutrisyon ang isinabuhay mo na? At kapag nasagot nyo na, isend ito sa numerong 0908-579-6898 kasamang inyong buong pangalan, space, edad, space, eksaktong address, pangalan ng street, barangay, bayan o lungsod at lalawigan at ang inyong sagot. Maaring mag-send ang inyong sagot anumang araw hanggang December 30. Ang mga mapipiling may pinakamagandang sagot ay i-announce namin sa January 6, 2018. Napakadali, hindi po ba? Kaya sali na sa Regalong Sustansya, Aguinaldo kay Saya 2017. Pamaskong handog ng Radyo mo sa Nutrisyon Year 8. Hatid sa inyo ng National Nutrition Council. DZXL News Break.
Narito na mga balita sa oras na ito. Higit na 40 South Koreans ipinadeport kanina. Ang detalye ng balitang yan mula kay Rajaman Joyce Adra.
DZXL Report.
47 South Korean nationals ang pinadeport kanina ng Bureau of Immigration. Alas 11 kaninang umaga, lumipad ang deportees sakay ng Jeju Air patungo ng South Korea. Sila escorted ng South Korean authorities nang sumakay sa eroplano. Ang naturang mga Koreano ay naaresto sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa dahil sa magkakaibang kaso. Ang fugitives na kabilang sa mga naaresto ay itinimbre sa Bureau of Immigration ng South Korean Embassy. Kasama mo sa NIA, Rajaman Joyce Collantes Adra, DZXL 558, Tatak RMN.
Mga stranded na mga pasahero mula sa Pantalan dahil sa bagyong Orduhan na dagdagan. Ang detalye mula kay Rajaman Raquel Bayan.
DZXL Report.
Kasamang princess nasa 3,867 na mga pasahero sa mga Pantalan sa buong bansa ang stranded ngayong araw bunsod ng sama ng panahon na dala ng bagyong Orduha. Sa pinakahuling tala ng Philippine Coast Guard, pinakamarami sa mga ito nagmula sa Bicol Region, talaan ng Matnog na mayroong 2,467 stranded passengers. Nasinunda naman sa Pantalan ng Tabaco, mayroong 326 stranded passengers. Sa kabuuan, nasa 561 naman ang mga rolling cargoes, 34 vessels at 25 motor bunkers ang hindi muna pipiyag ng magkapalaot. Nananatili naman mahigpit ang pagpapatupad ng Philippine Coast Guard sa seguridad at mga guidelines sa pagbiyahe bunsod ng pabago-bagong galaw ng alon bunsod ng bagyong Orduha. Mula dito sa Maynila, Radyo Manda Calbayan ng DZXL 558 at RMN.
At yan ang mga balita sa oras na ito. Ako ang inyong Radyoman Princess Javier Castro, Tatak RMN. Oras sa buong Kapuluan, alas 3:32 ng hapon.
That portion was brought to you by Pride Bar. Hindi lang puti, kisla puti.
Mabilis, garantisado, maaasahan.
Kaya't mag-iRemit, iRemit. May ngiti sa bawat padala. iRemit, iRemit, iRemit.
iRemit, may ngiti sa bawat padala.
Tol, ganito ka ba? Bigo na naman. Ito, para sa'yo. Bagsik to. Bravo! Food supplement for men! Masarap ang buhay. Itodo ang arangkada na walang palya. Bravo! Ang bagsik mo!
Available at Mercury Drug and other leading drugstores nationwide. Mahalagang paalala, ang Bravo ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Magandang hapon, girls! Si Jody ulit. Habang may araw pa, magsampay muna ng labada. Huwag ma-stress, mga bes! Mag-Kala detergent. May light and fresh fragrance that lasts all day para ang fresh mo, girl! Kala detergent, floral fresh.
Dahil may light and fresh na bango, feeling presko ka with Kala Detergent Floral Fresh.
Happy ka na ba sa pagpapaputi mo?
Don't you wish the regular Kojic soap you use gave you more?
When there's a wish your heart believes.
Ang wish mo, nandito na. Introducing new White Rose Kojic Whitening Soap. Dermatologist-tested Kojic Whitening na may shea butter for moisturizing and tea tree oil to help prevent pimples. Para sa Kojic na puti at Kojic na kinis. New White Rose. Your Kojic wish come true. Suggested retail price, 25 pesos for 60 grams. White Rose Kojic Whitening Soap. Manufactured by AZS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
AZS.
Ang galing ng #1 Smart Dishwashing Paste, nasa Smart Dishwashing Liquid din. Tanggaling-galing sa presyong magaling din. May tanong kami sa mga misis.
Mas importante ba ang paramihan ng hinugasang plato o ang tunay na kalinisan nito?
Hoy, misis!
Kahit milya-milyang plato ang kaya ng dishwashing liquid mo, sa kaunting patak na hinalo sa tubig, sigurado ka bang tanggal ang sebo at bakterya?
Hoy, misis!
Dapat magpaka-smart tayo. Sa Smart Dishwashing, tanggal ang sebo, tanggal ang bakterya.
Tanggaling-galing!
Kaya misis, magpakatotoo. Mag-Smart Dishwashing tayo.
Smart Dishwashing. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
AZS.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Balikan natin itong ginagawang investigasyon ng Blue Ribbon Committee sa pangunguna ni Senator Gordon.
The material in terms of Dengvaxia being implemented whether by government or through private sector in other countries so that we can get a sense of what is the universe of Dengvaxia in the planet, and what are the various programs being undertaken or implemented, so that we can see the big picture, so to speak.
With the permission of Senator Pangilinan and Senator Dillon, it's marketed in 11 countries. Brazil and the Philippines are the only ones paying for it. The rest are marketing it privately. Singapore will only sell it in accordance with doctor's advice, private sector. Mexico is the same. Indonesia, Paraguay, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala. The Asian countries, of course, include Indonesia and Thailand and the Philippines and Singapore. Huh?
Would you have some? Yes, that's correct. Would you have some idea how many were vaccinated in Brazil by government?
300,000.
300,000.
Huh? 500,000 yan?
Population in Brazil.
Huh?
Ilan? How many?
500,000.
In Brazil?
In Brazil? Is Sanofi also being investigated in Brazil?
No, we're not. And actually, I thank you very much for this question. It's important to say that after the review of the exact same data, the public program in Brazil is ongoing and will keep ongoing after review of the exact same data and after confirmation of the exact same risk. After review of the data, the public health authorities have decided and considered, after review with all the international experts, that the benefits of keeping the vaccination running significantly outweigh the risk.
Mr. Chairman, just a similar request that we asked from the Department of Health, perhaps Sanofi can also provide us material on precisely these programs.
Let me complete the story. They have not stopped. The Minister of Health has not stopped in Brazil, but they have told them, do not inoculate those who have not been bitten by the virus. So they think that their target market is safe. And let me just say this again. Apparently, I don't know, this is from a layman's point of view, and he should not take it as gospel truth, obviously. But the snapshot that we showed a while ago, I think in Latin America, they have type 4 mostly. And Dengvaxia was really made for type 4. That's what we're looking at. Am I correct, Mr. Lansang?
Yes, Doctor, the epidemiology in Latin America is quite different from the Philippines. And the Brazil mass vaccination includes not just 9-year-old children, but also older people, including adults, where the risk of seronegative, where the probability of seronegative people will be much, much lower.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Sa atin, ang kwan lang, yung mga grade 4 students, basically.
Your Honor, just to touch on the serotyping, because earlier Secretary Duque mentioned na sa atin po kasi sa Pilipinas, karamihan type 2. That question was also put forwarded by yours truly to the directors and the DOH. And what I was informed by the Epidemiological Bureau Office was that kung ngayon marami ang type 2, by natural immunity, marami ang naproproteksyonan ng type 2. So in the succeeding years, kung ano hindi dominant nung previous year, yun yung tatama sa mga Pilipino because the 4 serotypes are circulating in the Philippines.
Okay. Dr. Wong?
The serotypes will actually vary from year to year. I think in the slides that I presented at the last hearing, I showed how the serotypes changed over the years.
That's actually where I picked it up. Your graphics.
Your Honor, that's a figure that we posted to the directors in the department at tinanong ko, pag ganito ba ibig sabihin hindi natin kailangan kasi mababa ang efficacy niya for type 2? The answer given to us was, kung marami ang na-infect na Pilipino sa type 2, ibig sabihin mas marami na ang may antibodies, natural antibodies circulating. So the next year, mas less ang protection mo dun sa hindi pa nag-occur. So that was also one of the considerations in requesting for the funding of this program. Ibig sabihin, sa succeeding years, kasi if you look at the graph over the years in the Philippines, umiiba-iba siya. Kasi the 4 types are present all throughout.
All right. Just so the parents of the children who were affected, nasa may copy? I don't want them to say that we did not read the letters. May copy. Need a copy. I'd like to give that also to the President and to the Secretary. Ito. Kami po ay nagtiwala sa ninyong nandyan sa nasa taas na alam namin may kakayanan kayong pangalagaan ang mamamayan ng Pilipinas laban sa mga sakit o sakuna. Pero dahil sa kabayaan ninyo o ng ilan kasama na ang aking anak na babae at mga pamangkin ko sa mga nanganganib ng buhay, kaya ninyo po bang bayaran ang mga buhay nila? I'm just giving an example. Mga ngiti, lungkot at alala kung sakaling pumalaw sila o sadyang wala kayong pakialam sa mga buhay ng mga Pilipino. Lunas po ang hanapin ninyo at hindi puro bangayan at turuan. Card was given by a health worker in Barangay Kanyogan, Pasig City after their children got the vaccine. And this is Andrew Oledan. And this is Hannah Lea, Pasay City. Ang anak ko po ay isang grade 6 PD plus, nakompleto niya po yung dengue vaccine dahil sa pag-alala niya ay magkaroon ng dengue, kaya nagmadali ako ang i-avail ang anak ko dahil sa pagtitiwala ko sa gobyerno. Ngayon hindi ko maipaliwanag ang nararamdaman ko, nilagay niya sa kapahamakan ng buhay ng anak ko. Last week galing siya sa jamboree at nagkalagnat. Buti kong marami kaming pera na dalhin kaagad sa ospital anak ko dahil sa perwisyo na ginawa ninyo. Paano namin ma-assure tuwing punta sa ospital, asikasuhin kagad kami dito dahil sa isa sa nabakunahan. Salamat po. These are just some sample letters and I'll give it to the Secretary. Para yung pong hindi natin nabasa, marami ho yan, John Paul Rafael. Si John Paul Rafael yung namatay ito. No? So, I'll give it to the Secretary of Health.
Mr. Chairman.
Kindly, pakikon lang ho na talagang be more aggressive because dadami yan and sabi nyo, mako-cover sila ng PhilHealth kahit hindi sila covered basta sa public hospital, libre sila sa PhilHealth.
Tama po yun. At
pero meron kayong hangganan, di ba? 15,000 ba?
Ang payment sa mild dengue is 8 to 10,000
8 to 10,000
per case.
Paano kung tatagal na sa hospital?
Kung 16,000, kung tatagal naman ay ang policy po ng ang DOH at saka ng PhilHealth, no balance billing. So, bilang na ho yan na tatagal ng more than 4, 5, 7 days. So, hindi ho natin problemahin yan. At may sasagot ho yan. At gaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, when I did my math, it looks like we are expecting mga 2,000 hospitalizations and a given worst case scenario of a severe dengue for all, multiply that by 16,000, that's about 32 million. I think that's a very manageable amount.
All right, just assure the public, please.
Yes, we will do that. In fact, that's part of our risk communication to the different target individuals or segments of the population.
Mr. Chairman.
I want to do
one quick.
Yes.
Yes, Secretary, just on this, no. I think yung isang problema ko kasi yung 800,000 na mga bata at yung mga magulang, hindi nila alam kung seronegative ba sila o seropositive. So in short, maraming nag-i-email, nangangamba kasi ang narinig nila, posible na mas maging severe kung magka-dengue yung anak nila. Totoo naman, posible. Is there scientifically, is it possible na gusto kong patest yung anak ko kung ako ba ay kasama sa 90% na hindi mamemerwisyo o kasama ako sa 10% na memerwisyo? Para lang ho, natutukay talaga natin. And I think it will help a lot of parents have their peace of mind na hindi ho kasama yung anak ko dun sa posibleng magkaroon ng severe dengue. Is that possible?
I think our specialists, our scientists will be in a better position to answer that. Kasi ngayon, kung sandali lang ho, no? Kung itetest mo sila ngayon, lahat sila meron na.
May seropositive na silang lahat.
Oo, kasi natulukan mo na.
So there's no way to test at this point who the 10% are?
Sanofi, they're looking at they already have the test, but I really think they need to develop this at a commercial level or quantity to be able to do a mass testing for seroprevalence.
May I have the answer of Dr. Lansang?
Thank you, sir. The assay that Sanofi commissioned the University of Pittsburgh to do is based on the non-structural protein of the dengue virus, and that's not contained in the tetravalent vaccine. So that's why I asked Sanofi if we could get help from them to get that test or even the methods so that we could develop a local test based on the Pittsburgh assay.
And doctor, the test will be to determine if when you took the vaccine, if you were seropositive or seronegative.
Yes, because the vaccine does not have the non-structural protein. So if it's positive, you know that it was a natural infection before. That's just to add, that's the main deficiency of the tetravalent vaccine produced by Sanofi, and I hope it can be improved in the future because the vaccine does not have the non-structural protein. If that could be improved, maybe serotype 1 and 2 can also be addressed.
May I get a quick answer from Sanofi? The question is, would it be possible to produce a test that DOH can have maybe at our hospitals so our parents hindi nakakabahan, alam na kaagad kung safe ba o hindi yung ating mga anak? Did you understand the question, Mr. Triumph?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, okay.
So our company has already publicly communicated on that, but we are trying to cooperate with multiple diagnostic companies, and we are committed to work with them in order to be able to bring to market as fast as possible what is called a rapid diagnostic test, which in a very few minutes can give you the serostatus and therefore can help to make the right decision. Today, commercially this does not exist, but we are striving to work to make it come as fast as possible. In the meantime, I'm also happy to offer that our best experts on this matter touch base with the DOH task force to see what is possible physically within the Philippines program.
So that test, Mr. Triumph, whether before you took it or after you took it, you would be able to tell if you were seronegative or seropositive?
Yes.
Yes, so I think that's important. Probably in the future protocol, or that is probably the most important part of the protocol, to test if you're seropositive or seronegative. So I think, you know, Mr. Triumph, the information that you gave on November 27 really put a new light to this whole mess, no? So probably that test, you have to speed it up, because there are 800,000 families who are currently wondering what's going to happen to their children.
So as the company communicated, we are making everything possible to make it fast. I also want to set realistic timelines. It's not going to be a fast process, because you need to make it to fine-tune the current test, to make it rapid, easily accessible, and registered by all the authorities, so it's going to take time. In the meantime, what we can assess is the feasibility, and we can commit to participate to the DOH task force to see if the current test, the NS1 test that was developed recently, which is still a lengthy and complicated process, which is only done today at the University of Pittsburgh, but I'm happy to have our experts work with the DOH to see if it's feasible or not, and we can do together the feasibility assessment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, just a quick comment. Secretary Duque, nakikiusap po ako na hopefully we can do an interim solution to this. At least man lang some information.
Senator Bam Aquino there.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Alright mga kasama, yan po ang special coverage sa ginaganap po na investigasyon ng Blue Ribbon Committee hinggil nga po sa sabi nila maanumalya daw na pag-purchase ng Dengvaxia. No? So yan ang tinitignan kung meron nga bang anomalya sa pagbili ng Dengvaxia. Alright mga kasama, sandali po ha. Ready na ba si Rhea? Alright, tanggapin muna natin ang report mula sa labas ng himpilan, si Rhea, Radyoman Rhea Mamogay.
DZXL Report.
Rhea.
Yes, kasamang Princess, hinihikayat nga ng National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council ang mga bus company na may biyahe at tatawid ng karagatan na suspendihin na muna ang kanilang biyahe. Ito dahil sa pananalasa ng bagyong Orduha ngayong weekend. Ayon kay NDRRMC spokesperson Romina Marasigan, partikular na kanilang hinihimok ang mga bus companies na ang kanilang unit ay isasakay sa mga roll-on, roll-off vessels para hindi na maipon ang mga stranded na pasahero sa mga pantalan. Nakataas na kasi anya sa storm warning signal na nagbabawal sa ilang sasakyang pandagat na bumabiyahe pa. Sa ulat ng NDRRMC mula sa Philippine Coast Guard, mayroon ng 3,057 stranded passenger. Stranded rin ang 331 rolling cargos at 10 barko, habang 4 na barangay sa bayan ng Nawan, Oriental Mindoro ang binaha, kung saan isang dike na ng nasabing bayan ang nawasak. 3 bahay din sa Nawan, Oriental Mindoro ang winasak, habang lumikas ang 3 pamilya. Kasama mo sa NDRRMC Operations Center, Rhea Mamogay, Tatak RMN.
Samantala, balikan natin ang Senado. Bigyan tayo ng update mula kay Grace Mariano. Radyoman Grace.
Patuloy pa rin yung pagdinig at kanina ipiniliwanag ni ating Pangulong Noynoy Aquino kung paano napondohan itong Dengvaxia, kung saan umabot sa 3.5 billion pesos yung pinambili na pondo parang dito. Sabi ni Pangulong Aquino, 2010, nung lumapit si dating Health Secretary Enrique Ona at inalarma siya sa mataas na kaso ng dengue sa bansa. Dumating din si dating Health Secretary Janet Green, humabol siya sa pagdinig kahit na siya ay bagong opera galing sa ospital, at sinasabi niya pa rin na above board pa rin, walang korupsyon, nasunod ang proseso sa pagbili ng nasabing vaccine, bagamat sinasabi ni Committee, Blue Ribbon Committee Chairperson, Chairman Senator Richard Gordon na parang sobrang minadali itong pagbili. Ayon kay Garin, pininindigan niya ang naging desisyon ng Department of Health na mga panahong yun dahil yun ang tugon sa pangangailangan noon, kung saan marami na yung namamatay. Sabi ni Green, tama ang kanilang pasya, bagamat itong dengue ay hindi nangunguna sa sakit na dahilan ng mataas na bilang ng pagkamatay sa bansa. At kanina, binanggit din na mayroon ng kinreate na task force ang Food and Drug Administration na mag-iimbestiga sa naging proseso at maglalatag rin ng kaukulang hakbang para nga dito sa dengue vaccine, no, yung mga nabakunahan na ng dengue vaccine na tinatayang nasa 700 hanggang 800,000 na mga bata mula 9 na taong gulang. Si Dr. Antonio Dance ng National Academy of Science and Technology, sinabi niya na bad science yung dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon ngayon ng problema dito sa dengue vaccine. Ang Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption naman, meron silang testigo na si Dr. Francisco Cruz, sinasabi na merong irregularidad sa nangyaring pag-procure ng nabanggit na vaccine at nandito rin ang abogado ng grupo na si Attorney Ferdinand Topacio. Ang hiling naman niya, investigahan si dating Pangulong Aquino, gayon din si dating Secretary Butch Abad at Janet Green sa posibleng kaso ng plunder na may kaugnayan nga dito sa pagbili ng dengue vaccine. Mula dito sa Senado, Radyoman Grace Mariano ng DZXL 558 Tatak RMN.
DZXL Special Coverage.
Ayan na muna ang ating 1 hour and a half of togetherness. Pinagbigyan natin ang hearing na ginaganap po dyan sa Senado tungkol nga po sa dengue vaccine. Yung ating very controversial na dengue vaccine, ha? Anyway, mga kasama, always remember, you are greatly loved and all is well in this world. I'll see you again tomorrow. Ito po ang inyong Radyoman, Miss P. Princess Javier Castro. Siyempre, dito lamang yan sa DZXL 558 Tatak RMN. Walang bibitiw, susunod na agad ang RMN News Nationwide, the sound of the nation, kasama si BFF Rod Marcelino and Jane Martin. Oras mga kasama, 5 minutes bago mag-alas 4 ng hapon.
Tibayan na ang iyong loob with Tanduay.